It's left and right.
Oh, it's left and right. Ah.
I hate everything.
No, you're good. Now you know how to do it. Just cut that part out in the save of the stream.
Oh, why did it have to be left and right?
That is a little weird. I would have thought it'd be up and down.
Just a second too late, Kitsune. Just a second too late. Yep, now I can glide with the best of them. I hate everything.
Bad start, huh? Oh, you're good though. You got it.
I am so happy that not enough people were here to see that. Everybody's gonna come in later on, and they're gonna see me being all groovy and cool and great.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, they're gonna see you as a master. No one will ever know that you severely embarrassed yourself.
And yeah, Ray is awesome after you've learned, you know, that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, nope, nope. So hey, Green Hill Zone for the millionth time. I'm so happy.
Yeah. It does seem strange. I kind of already had that in one mode of the game.
No. So, oh, crap. Well, now I got Knuckles in the party. Who wants to be Knuckles? So the way that Encore mode works is that it's going to be the same levels as normal Mania, except that the color palette's changed.
Okay.
And we'll probably see some changes with, like, some certain bosses and whatnot. For the most part, it's just going to be the new characters and the switching mechanic that makes Encore mode, like, something interesting.
So wait, did they just put Angel Island in for a little bit at the start of Encore?
Yep.
Ah.
That was honestly just an introduction to Ray and Mighty. Just a reason to put them in there.
Just a little bit disappointing.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it's a little bit sad that they don't have like entirely new levels in this. But it is a $5 DLC. It's super cheap. And you get Ray and Mighty, so there's that.
Mm-hmm.
This
also
is
High Enforcer.
This is a version of Sonic Mania that has the DLC that just came out today installed. So yes, it is the newest version. I suppose you could say that. It also just, even the base game also got updated with version like 1.4. So even if you don't purchase the DLC, you're still gonna have some fixes and whatnot. They changed some bosses around, some certain mechanics. I heard, especially Oil Ocean, a lot of people complained about. And I had a little bit of a tough time with it every now and then. One small change that they did to it, or a big change, depending on your viewpoint, was they made it to where when you lose rings on the Oil Ocean boss, it now, they sink like slowly in the oil, instead of like falling straight through it. The one thing that I think I'm going to have a problem with for Encore mode here is that they force you to play all 5 characters.
Oh, really? How do they force you to?
Well, the way that it works is that obviously there's boxes that we've been messing around with here and there that have been giving us the other characters.
Right.
But once a character dies, then you switch to the other 4 characters that you have in your roster.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm glad you're Ray again. That is way better than Knuckles.
Let me see here. Let's try and get Tails.
Oh, shit. Look at that.
No, not a bomb! Or was that a fire shield? I'm not sure.
That's a good question. Oh, excuse
Actually,
me.
a fire shield, considering they've also got the bubble shield here. No! Why are you letting me choose? I want to get my
This
buddy
pinball is
Tails.
pretty cool.
If I can get Tails
Was
and
this-
Ray together, it'd be great.
Was this in the game before?
It's slightly referencing the claw machine from Knuckles Chaotix.
Right. But I mean, was this previously in Mania?
No, this was not in Mania. This was added with the DLC.
So that's super cool.
This is how you get back characters that you lose, primarily.
So you're going backwards.
Oh, this is not the easy. Whoop. There's my pinball skills down the drain. I wouldn't say that Sega is wrong to charge $5 for Sonic Mania Encore DLC. It adds 2 new characters, it adds a whole new mode that isn't that changed, but does have changes. I mean, just 2 new characters alone, I feel like that's kind of worth it, along with everything else they did. They also changed the competition mode, the multiplayer mode, to have like 4 players, and have like properly, it's not like stretched out anymore. If you've ever played like a Sonic competition mode, it's always like this bad like stretched out mode where like top and bottom player and like with like very elongated pixels. It's awful. But now it's proper like 4-player like free for all and everybody gets a box, and it's not like stretched pixels anymore.
It is a pretty good amount of new content, I gotta say. I definitely think it should be paid for. I would have charged about $3.50 for it.
What a joke. What an amazing joke you have made there, my friend.
But really, I probably would have charged like $3.50 or something like that.
That was a little bit too cheap.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah.
I really
okay.
am not. I don't have a problem with them charging $5 for everything that they did. It took a lot of new art assets. They added a lot of new things to the game. They added a lot of... It's just like... You can't say everything that they added, because they added a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. I still haven't finished the main game.
Like, I saw that they added, like, to Studiopolis, they added a couple of new, like, references and phrases to the background.
Oh, Ray, you're adorable.
Oh, yeah.
You're a comical mastermind. Getting chemical drips on your head that would incinerate the skulls of anyone else.
Okay, so now that
It's just a new hairstyle.
Now that I've gotten to a save point, I want to check if possibly I might play Mania mode, if that means I can play as only one character the entire time. Oh my god, you can do that. Oh,
Sweet.
do I want to do that? But I won't get the new color palettes.
You should at least try out like all the characters and then switch back. Like try out Mighty.
Yeah.
You gotta. You gotta.
You know what, let's go in and just try out Mighty in a in Mania mode here, for the hell of it. Let me see here. Okay, so 1, 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have that one be Ray, and this one be Mighty. So let's go ahead and delete this save. Q.
You know,
Save game.
I think they put too many graphics in this game.
It's
I think
super cool, ain't it?
Yeah, it's too good looking. All the animation, all the artwork, all the movements on Eggman.
I'll try out Mighty for like a tiny bit, but he's honestly not what I want to play for.
Why is Sonic Pilot Mighty in?
Huh?
I say, why does Sonic pilot the planes and deliver Mighty? Shouldn't it be Knuckles, and shouldn't it be like, I don't know, the
You think that
Master
Knuckles can
Emerald
drive a
flying
plane?
on its own? I think he can drive the Master Emerald.
In
I would
fact,
love it if
in
he was just
canon, as we
driving that.
found out in Sonic X, Knuckles can't drive planes.
Yeah, that's true. He cannot, but he can drive the Master Emerald. Imagine him just flying across the water on the Master Emerald.
It would be amazing.
Oh, wow. Mighty's got a hell of a ground pound.
Yeah, that is Mighty's possible only mechanic, I think. I'm immediately bored by it.
Really?
Yeah!
That looks fun to me.
But you lose all momentum with it.
Well, you gotta use it on something you can break through. Then you probably can continue your momentum when you fall onto like a...
Okay, I do see
like
some speedrunning possibilities with it, though, because you can fall faster than normally. You've got like a fast fall compared to a soft fall there.
Try falling down on a half pipe.
That might be fun. See what I can find, possibly. Let me die. I can't die? Are you kidding me?
Why can't I die?
There's gotta be a hole somewhere here. Nope. Oh my god, they put... There's training wheels in this special stage! That's funny. It's the first special stage, so of course they'd have, just almost no way to kill yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It knocks hidden items out of the trees for, the ground pound. Interesting. Alright, let me see here. Come on. Where's a half pipe?
Through luck, it seems. Yeah, I think it... well, I would hope it would work on a half pipe, but maybe not.
Alright, so if I do it, like, going down a hill, down an incline, then I don't lose as much momentum.
Okay. I want to see it on a half pipe.
Alright. We'll try and find a half pipe before I switch over. I'm gonna switch over very soon from here. I wonder if it does double damage.
You went past so many half pipes at the start.
Maybe?
Kitsune, does the manual say if Mighty ever finds true love? Because that's what I'm most interested in.
Will Sonic and Mighty ever make out?
Well, I can answer that for you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Also, the internet can answer that for you too. And the answer is yes. Emphatically yes. Oh, it's a shame. This game doesn't support what's the word? There's a half pipe. Does it work? It looks like it was good.
Yeah. I want to try and find like a full half pipe, I guess. You know, like one with like 2 curved sides.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's a shame that the manual doesn't support shipping.
How dare they? Don't they know who they're catering towards? Don't they know who their true fans are? I cannot find a full half pipe to save my life.
Why was there a fire shield under the waterfall? What backward logic is that?
Come on, were those game developers thinking?
Get it together.
I almost wanted to watch, oh god, I can't believe I'm mentioning this. This is so off topic and stupid, but I almost wanted to watch, the Game Grumps play Wacky Golf again.
Oh yeah? Why?
That was such a good Let's Play.
It was okay. I don't know if I thought it was all that great, but...
I don't know, I was laughing my ass off for the most part.
Yeah. Do you like it when Danny suffers?
Yes, a little bit, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because he's too happy all the time. So, like, actually seeing, like, a different side of him is great.
Dude, I guess, yeah. I guess I prefer Aaron suffering. But, that's just me.
Alright, I think I do want to just play as Ray. Because that's what I've really, really been looking forward to the entire time, is just playing as Ray.
Alright. Let's go for a Ray run.
Probably do like an encore playthrough sometime, but for my first playthrough, maybe just go with Ray.
That looks so weird. I just noticed that for the first time, how like weird the chunks around the emerald look. Getting pulled out of the ground there.
Maybe I should have played a little bit of Super Mario World before this, because I think it was the same in that, where like left and right was how you pulled back and forward. So like, they really were just emulating what was already there. God, I was so fixated on being up and down, man. That's
what's that emulating?
Super Mario World Cape Flight.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what Mighty really, like, no, Ray is.
I forgot that that's how that works.
That's...
Wow. Just skipping huge chunks of the level.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's just like the Cape in Mario World. That was always, like, one of the things about the Cape.
Just what I wanted, to not play the levels.
It's one of those things where, like, the more open it is, the more you can skip, but the levels don't remain like that. I wonder, do I still have an attack hitbox when I'm doing the flight?
According to Kitsune, according to the manual, based on... Well, yeah, I just said that. There are no extra lives in Encore mode.
Okay, so yeah, I've tested enough. You do not have a hitbox when you're flying.
Really?
Which makes sense. You're not in a ball, you're not spinning. So you're vulnerable when you're flying.
Oh, okay. I think I misinterpreted what you said.
So the way that lives work in Encore mode is that your extra lives are gotten basically through your friends. Like, getting a friend is like getting an extra life. And you get your friends by playing the pinball game and just retrieving them.
Ah, your friends are your lives. It's like Donkey Kong!
Yeah! Yeah, it's exactly like that, actually. It's very Donkey Kong now that I think about it.
Yeah. Sega and Sonic finally figure it out by making Sonic like Mario crossed with Donkey Kong. That's what Sonic was always meant to be. We did it. We solved the Sonic problem. What's next? How can Sega get back into the video game market with a new console? Well, I don't think that's possible. God, that would be so difficult at this point.
I could see them doing it a little bit myself.
I was looking at Saturn games the other day, and I was amazed at how high-end some of those games were for the time.
Like, if they focus on certain regions and doing right by certain regions, I think they could really do it. You know who, like, Sega really liked as far as, like, regions and, like, making consoles for?
Who?
Brazil kept the Sega Master System alive for years. For, like, a decade or something.
Really?
Yes.
That amazes me. How'd they do that?
They loved it.
They loved it. What was so great?
I don't know. You'd have to read up about that part of it.
Did they have access to other consoles? Maybe that's what it was.
Damn it. Sucking at this boss all of a sudden. No, don't squish me! Oh, hey! I can turn the flight into a spin ball. So let me try and get to, like... I keep on having, like, shit get in my way. Ah, damn it. Ah, nope.
Let me see this stuff about the Master System in Brazil. I regret not having... How much does a Sega Saturn cost? I look into that. I want to try a Sega Saturn. Ooh, I could get it for $50 on eBay.
Nice.
Probably doesn't come with any games. Yep.
There we go. That's exactly what I've been wanting to do this entire time. That's awesome. Very hard to do, though. Very, very hard to do. Yeah, that's a little bit of an advanced technique, just letting go at the right time to make yourself into a spinball. That is... I love the way Ray controls, I'm gonna say. It is really, really cool what they did with this character.
Oh, it was hilarious how quickly you flipped on Ray. No, I don't want a free book.
I wasn't gonna hate on him because I couldn't figure out the mechanic.
I know, no, it was just funny because at first you were like, this is awful. Because you thought you had the mechanic. And then he figured it out and was like, this is amazing.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. Yeah, flying does not damage an enemy, but the spinball state does. And you can turn into the spinball state from the flying state really easily.
I found an article called Brazil is an alternate video game universe where Sega beat Nintendo.
Yeah! That's exactly what you're looking for.
Sega still moves hundreds of thousands of game systems every year.
Still?
As of
2015?
That's what it says, yeah, as of 2015. When this article is written. The number of Master System consoles, based on sales figures in 2012, is 5 million. Larger than the Genesis. Why would anybody want the Master System? They didn't even make a Sonic game for it until the Genesis existed, and then they're like, oh, we should go back and make a Sonic game for it.
Ooh, that would probably be a good idea, guys. Who knows? Maybe Brazil barely likes Sonic.
They still sell around 150,000 units per year. Does this mean we have to move to Brazil if we want a new Sega system? Except no, because they didn't even buy any of the newer systems.
Oh, that was a very good... That was some rather lucky flight on my part. Oh my god.
This person said, it's as if Betamax beat VHS.
Oh my god, Betamax.
As if Samsung flip phones outsold iPhones. Brazil is the 4th largest video game market in the world?
I can believe that.
Brazil is a mind-blowing place.
So yeah, my idea for like Sega getting back into video games, if they focus on getting things right for a Japanese audience and a Brazilian audience, then I think they could really do well. Because you think like
I want a new console for me, a non-Brazilian.
But like the thing is that here, like, all 3 consoles are actually pretty popular. In Japan, they only have one competitor, Nintendo. Because Xbox is barely a thing in Japan.
Yeah. It's a shame, real shame the Dreamcast didn't do better. I mean, it did good, but not well enough.
I mean, it did well enough to say that the Saturn could be a thing.
What do you mean?
Didn't the Saturn come after the Dreamcast?
No.
Oh, was the other way around?
Yeah, Dreamcast had much higher graphics, higher end, came out after the Saturn.
Wow, that is so weird. I've always thought of Saturn as coming after.
No. Saturn was still mostly focused on pixel graphics, though it was pixel with a lot of like 3D rendering. based on what I've seen.
Oh, okay.
Dreamcast went like fully like 3D graphics. And Choo Choo Rocket. It was Choo Choo Rocket plus every other game with 3D graphics. I guess Choo Choo Rocket was 3D graphics as well. It just doesn't feel like it. 2.5D.
Let's inject the madness! Wait, more madness. More madness is needed. Yes.
Oh, man. Kitsune's got it.
What's up?
It was Master System, Mega Drive, 32X, Sega CD, Saturn, Dreamcast, then Bankruptcy.
So
Except
the
they're not
Dreamcast was the last console. That is so crazy to me because I always think of like the Dreamcast as having done like amazingly, and that's why I thought the Saturn was after it, because it just like was that complete unknown to me.
I don't know what happened worldwide, but I can tell you in America what happened was the PS2 did not come out long after, and that did amazingly more.
Oh, I mean, the PS2 would kill any company, all right?
Yeah, dude. When the PS2 came out, that was like, welcome to the new world order.
Welcome to your new overlords.
Yeah. Welcome to, oh, you're a third-party game developer? Hell yeah, you can make a game on our console. Nothing stopping you.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. No gimmicks, no challenges. Easy to develop on. Easy to make a game. Super accessible in.
What do you want to make? Oh, you want to make, like... I'm trying to think of some of the stupid freaking, like, PS2 games that came out. You want to make 1,000 snowboarding games? You go ahead and do that. You want to make a Sonic game on there? Hey, man, we were just competing with you, but go ahead.
Yeah. You want to make Lego Star Wars?
Make
That'll
a million
probably
of
be a
them.
super successful franchise, and it was. Yeah.
I wanna look into the Dreamcast sometime. I'd imagine that it's hard to emulate. A little bit hard to emulate anyway. It's a 3D console.
Kitsune actually just said the Dreamcast had a problem with piracy.
Yeah. The story behind that is that they tried to make the Dreamcast like really, really solid against piracy, but their method made it easy as fuck to pirate. They're literally just copying a disc onto like another disc, or onto any disc. I think just any blank disc you could make like games for.
That's not good at all. It's insane here. There was a cheat disc thing. It bypassed the Dreamcast hardware copy protection checks. Oh, that is a shame. It was also one of the first. It might have been the first console to have internet access built in.
Yeah, it was a pioneer in a lot of ways for the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Very,
I mean, they
very
made the Sega
respectfully.
Net. That was crazy. I never used the Sega Net. I don't think I ever tried to use the Dreamcast with the internet. Shame that I didn't. I should have. I even got the fucking Sega Dreamcast keyboard just to play Typing of the Dead on my Dreamcast.
That's
I love it,
awesome.
by the way. I love that keyboard. It was a good keyboard.
How much did that cost?
Oh, jeez. I think the total package was about $20. So
Really?
That's pretty good, actually. Yeah, at the time, that's what it was.
That's
It was either 20
crazy.
or 30. Yeah. And they made it ridiculous too, because I think I got it on eBay, and they did one of those things where like they made it look super cheap. It was like $5 for the whole thing, but then the shipping was like $20 or something like that. Dude, I gotta tell you, I'm glad they made the little Puyo Puyo break in this game super easy.
Just like you didn't get embarrassed at all.
So that I could continue. I can't continue in Puyo Puyo Tetris. It's beyond my skill level.
What am I planning here? I need like one more
Kitsune's challenging you.
blue. Need one more blue. And then I think we're good. And then we need just a yellow. And then he's dead. He's very
You're
dead.
asking a lot out of a game that's not meant to be Puyo Puyo ultimately.
Fuck yes!
Oh, you got it?
He is
just
the
trouncing.
dead! He's the deadest of the dead! Get Puyo'd, Robotnik! With like a 4 combo. Which is like nothing in actuality.
I remember the one time I got a 4-chain fighting you, and that was it. That was the greatest moment of my life. That was all I'll ever achieve in Puyo Puyo.
It is an achievement to get like any higher of a chain. Your first 3 chain, oh my god, you're learning, man. Your first 4 chain, holy shit. Your first 6 chain, oh my god!
Yeah.
And then it's all downhill from there. Just like a 7 chain, whatever.
Then you're just washed up. That's
no-
kind of how it is for Panel de Pawn as well, actually. Once you can get like a 3-chain and a 4-chain in that, it's like incredible. Then you start getting like 6 and 7 chains. Then you get a 12-chain, and then it's just like, well, now if I don't get a 12-chain, I'm not playing the game well enough. What'd you do?
I suppose you could see that as more of a Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine reference. It's just Puyo Puyo, really. I mean, the Puyos don't even look like they did in Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, I think.
It's ultimately Puyo Puyo at the end of the day.
It's all Puyo Puyo.
Yeah. Everything goes back to Puyo Puyo.
It is all connected in the giant circle of Puyo Puyo.
Yeah, thank you, Kassim.
Or the giant chain! The chain of Puyo Puyo! Gamer jokes. I should start a webcomic.
You should. Make a webcomic that is solely Puyo Puyo jokes.
Whoops. There we go. No! Rick! I wanted that platform. Then again, maybe I don't need it. Let's try and live without it. Nope.
Live without it.
Definitely need it.
Made it.
There we go, didn't need you. Took me 3 tries. But I could make it on my own, independently.
Are you an independent flying squirrel?
That doesn't need no armadillo.
Don't need no platform. Don't need no armadillo. I'm my own squirrel. I fly when I want, where I want, how I want, who I want. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
I could talk a little bit about, I think you really, already know the story. Because I've told it to you, basically, in full, but, the PS4 Pro story.
Yeah, you have one now, thanks to Prime deals, right?
No, Target.
Oh, that's right, Target. That's what it was. Target did some crazy stuff.
I'll recount it a little bit just for the fun of it, but, I have a PS4 Pro, and I really wouldn't have that except for the fact that Target, majorly fucked up. Majorly fucked up in the most glorious fashion with their deals to compete with Amazon Prime Day. Somehow, some way, people were able to stack 15% off coupons on top of one another.
Ooh.
So I was able to get a PS4 Pro for $200 when they're $400.
Yeah, half price. That's incredible. Oh, and really exciting thing, which I don't know if you've mentioned to anyone yet, that you can capture it.
Yes. I did a stream the other day that unfortunately got cut short, but I can in fact capture the PS4 because the PS4 doesn't have the same stupid crap that the PS3 does.
Okay. Yeah, man. Or it's something you can turn on and off on the PS4, right?
Yeah, HDCP protection. And I could not actually capture footage on it until I turned that off. So it has like the exact same issue.
Yeah, but there's a setting, which is what's great. I'm amazed that they even gave you the setting when I think about it, but hey, good stuff. Maybe, did it give you like a warning when you turned it off? Like, warning, this may result in like lawsuits?
No.
Okay.
The thing is that when HDCP protection is off, you can't watch Netflix or watch any Blu-rays.
Oh, okay. That's what they do. They just disable content. Well, that makes sense. But hey, you know, that's without needing the breakout cable, you don't even have to worry about not capturing in high definition, because you will be capturing in high definition.
I actually am getting that breakout cable though. So somewhat soon I will be able to capture Wii and GameCube games as well. It's mostly just like I'm gonna be able to capture the Wii, but with that I get GameCube as well. So
how well did it capture the PS4 when you were streaming it? Was it fine?
Really nicely actually.
Oh, good.
Like I was really happy with the quality. The only thing that's bugging me right now is my microphone has suddenly got like a crackly issue that happens every now and then. I don't know if anybody watching the stream will have noticed this, but every so often there's just a tiny little crackle in my my voice on my microphone. You may even have a hard time noticing it, but me as an audio guy, I notice it and it drives me absolutely insane. Ray makes Studiopolis like really fun, by the way. By the way, he made that boss like way better because now you can like avoid the missiles in a really nice way.
That is nice. Yeah, you get a little more time to think about that. Well, I'm glad the capture card is actually working out for you now.
Even if the PS4 hadn't been a thing, I would have still been getting the breakout cable and getting the component cable for the Wii. So I would have been able to capture some stuff soon. As for what I'm gonna play, I haven't quite decided yet what I'm gonna do out of GameCube and Wii games. So you like Sonic Adventure 2, right?
See you, Lucario. Yes, I do.
I might have a duo stream with that because I tried streaming it on my own and I hated it. Maybe having you there will make things a little bit better, especially if you can explain some stuff for me.
I could try. I mean, I don't think I can make it more fun for you. I don't think that me being there would solve that. It would probably be a situation where if there was something confusing, I'd just be like, "Oh, you just do this," and you'd be like, "That's stupid. Why would they have you do that?" And then that would be the end of our friendship. No, just kidding. But
friendship ended over Sonic Adventure.
Yeah. No, I have no idea how I could make the game fun for you that way. It would be fun for me. I'd be like, oh, go do that. Oh, go do this. Oh, shit. And then you'd have to deal with me backseating the whole time.
I would not mess around with the Chow Garden. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's not really worth much time. Oh, I'll be right back.
Okie doke. I do want to get this because this will be a gold medal that will actually go for my entire file. There we go. Here's the rings I was looking for. We can get it perfect here, and then as long as we don't die, we get a gold medal out of this. And I have been wanting to 100% the blue sphere. Fuck! I will never 100% the blue sphere stages. Like, completing them normally, I was able to do that. It was painful at the end, but I was able to do it. But 100%ing perfecting everything and going as fast as you can possibly can? Ooh boy, is that a little bit tough. The Borch that can, and the Borch that cannot say fuck. A friend of mine tweeted the Pearl that can and the Pearl that cannot say fuck, and showed Pearl from Splatoon and Pearl from Steven Universe. And The tweet went absolutely, like, viral. Like, oh my god, I just, like, randomly found it through, like, other timelines, and I would watch it, like, 10,000 retweets, 20,000 retweets. It's probably at, like, I don't know, 100K at this point, because it was at 60K last I checked. You made it to the big time. Congratulations. At that point, you just have to... You really, really just have to turn off the notifications. It's just noise. Just absolute noise, especially with everybody being so clever and being like, oh, what about the pearl from SpongeBob? What about the pearl from frickin' Persona? As if like a million other people haven't already said that. I'm surprised that this is low enough that I can hit it, even without, like... I think they lowered that. I think they actually did lower that. Hey, Chow. Welcome, welcome. I think I might actually switch over to Encore mode. I know I'm probably driving somebody crazy in the present or in the future with switching back and forth, but I could go for some Encore at this point. Let me see, what else is there? Is there anything else besides that to like do and have fun with? You know, it's a little bit disappointing that you can't have like Ray and Mighty together. But then again, oh yeah, there's a reason for that obviously, because Ray can't actually carry anybody. And that's how you set like Tails apart from Ray, is having Tails still able to carry people. I don't know, their flight is like different enough. Look at the little game screenshots now. It's kind of great. Let me see, do we have anything new in extras? I don't think so. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Alright, let's go back into Encore mode then. Enjoy the new color palettes. With Chemical Plant being a lot cooler now. No, 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 no! Fly! Fly, you piece of crap! It's now Sonic that has invincibility, as opposed to Tails. Oh gosh, that's almost distracting. The way that they do that, with him flying back in. Oh, but that's the way that they actually make it makes a little bit of sense. Because obviously it would be a little bit weird if Sonic flew in, like literally. Oh, awesome. Cool little maneuver there. Ray makes me feel like so cool playing him, just doing like all these maneuvers, barely even thinking about it. Like I'm gonna be sad if Ray and Mighty aren't in like more games. Well, Mighty, they really need to come up with like a funner mechanic for Mighty, in my opinion. Like I get the ground pound. Oh boy. I get what they're going for with it, and it is, like, a thing, but it's, like, it's not spicy enough, man. I don't see enough, like, point in doing it.
Oh, I disagree. I haven't even played it, and I disagree.
Why?
Because you can explore areas with it. I guarantee you they filled the world with, like, tons of areas you can just go into that are Mighty exclusive now.
Yeah, there's that. They probably made it make a little bit of sense. I don't know, we didn't see anything where you could access it with, like, Mighty's Big, but then again, we are still playing through Encore mode, obviously. What'd you say?
I like the current comment from Kitsune.
Oh, yeah. I was very... I was very intent on getting the gold coin, the perfect for the blue sphere stage that I found myself in. And red sphere, of course.
Why'd you switch back to Encore?
Just for the heck of it.
Okay.
Wanted to see the new color palette. I'm also in an indecisive little shit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, look at that! I'm so cool! I can't hear anything other than that whenever Ray's doing his freaking like thumb waving with his victory screen.
Thumb waving.
Hello, fellow kids. Am I not the coolest?
Fellow kids.
Ray is just a middle-aged guy going through a middle-age crisis.
Oh my god, it'd be so weird if he was a middle-aged guy trying to appeal to children. Hey kids, what do you think of my thumbs, huh? Pretty cool, pretty nifty.
The Fonz did this back in the day, don't you know? What do you mean you don't know who the Fonz is?
You kids still say nifty, right?
I mean, like, you joke, but I say nifty all the time.
Yeah. Kids don't, though.
You think so?
Probably
You know
not.
what? I'm gonna go ahead and say that my sister says nifty all the time. I think nifty is still in the vernacular.
Well, that's because you say nifty.
You think it's just a result of being the sister to me as a brother?
That's a result of being dwarchified.
Oh, what have I done? I'm Knuckles now. I gotta avoid the question mark boxes when I'm okay with who I am.
Yeah.
Oh, the question mark boxes are a reference to freaking competition mode from Sonic 3. I think?
Are they?
Because you could change, like, characters in that. It's something I barely remember, because obviously nobody fucking played, like, the competition mode for Sonic 3 because it was awful.
Man. I'm trying to think of, like, what my boss's son says. I don't pay too close
What is the
attention
lingo
to that.
nowadays?
Yeah, I don't know. He's going into high school, so he's gonna have to be hipping with it. Now that's something nobody says anymore.
There's no character swapping in Sonic 3 competition. Is it switching, like, position, maybe? That question mark box is from the retro games. I know that much. At least the graphic. Not the actual idea, obviously, switching between, like, characters that you have in your roster. Oh shit, I'm doing this, like, all wrong in a very, very silly way.
Hey, Ice King. Also, I didn't say hi to
Hello, Ice King.
Hey.
Welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, by the way, on PS4 shenanigans, next game is gonna be Bloodborne, absolutely. By the way,
That's
I think
sweet.
what I might end up doing is not actually streaming like Shadow of the Colossus that much, like I wanted to, but my family's actually interested in seeing it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
They think it's cool?
Yes, in fact, today, after this stream, I might end up playing some of it for my mother, because she wants to see the other Colossus, because I showed her a little bit of it the other day, and now that she knows that there's 16 in the game, she wants to see all of them.
It's amazing. I'm trying to think of what games I got my parents into. I got my mother into Little Big Planet and The Last of Us, and that was it. You get your mother into everything.
You think so?
Like, I mean, compared to what I can get my parents into, it's amazing to me that your mother wants to watch as many video games as she does, at least to me. Some people never get their parents into video games.
Have a good little sandwich, Robotnik. Enjoy. On the house.
You know what I got my dad into?
What?
Heavy Rain.
That makes a lot of sense, though. Heavy Rain
Yeah.
is a non-gamer game.
Exactly. Yeah, he liked it exactly because it was a story. And my dad liked mystery novels.
on, give me a green. Need green. It's always a green with me, seemingly.
Oh, it makes sense. You're green.
Green is what I need, it is what I live my life by.
You're a mean green fighting machine. You're a mean green fighting machine and Robotnik's beam machine.
I think the PS4, by the way, has like a ton of games that are going to get like a lot of gamers into gaming. Because I've heard so many stories about people liking games with the PS4 when they never liked games before. Especially God of War and, interestingly, Final Fantasy 15. There's a lot of people that actually got into Final Fantasy 15 not actually being a gamer beforehand.
That surprises me. I could not see how a Final Fantasy game could encourage anyone to like video games.
Because I follow this game developer called Raimi, who made Nuclear Throne on Twitter, and he talks about how his mother actually got into Final Fantasy 15 when she had never played games before.
That blows my mind.
And now she's playing God of War.
That makes a bit more sense to me.
God of War, the recent one, has a ton of accessibility features. It is really, really great to see. I almost died in the exact same spot that I died before.
Nice. You're consistent.
Consistently trash. Yay!
No.
Like, one of the things I like that I've seen is that God of War actually has, you know, QuickTime events. But there is an option in the options menu to where you can make it to where you don't have to mash for the QuickTime events. You only have to hold the button. And obviously that's great for people who lack motor skills to a certain degree, or just aren't good with like timing, or don't want to like press that much, or people like me who have carpal tunnel and it fucking hurts to mash.
Right. You know, did I ever tell you about my friend in college who we were trying to get into video games?
Do tell.
We tried getting her into Bioshock at first, and I've talked about this before, is that FPSs are a terrible start game.
Oh yeah.
Never start somebody off with FPS games. It goes terribly, especially when you have 10 people watching.
I think the biggest issue was just the crowd that you were having that with. That's just bad.
It didn't help, but you also should have seen her play. It was miserable. It was no good. Then we had her try God of War next. Smaller crowd, but also God of War, the first one, controls the camera for you, so you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, that's, yeah.
So, yeah, and so she actually had a pretty good time with it. The only problem she had, same for you as you were talking about, was button mashing. She was not adept at it. I showed her, like, compared to how she was button mashing versus how I button mash. Just much strategically better I was at it than her. Yeah.
Right.
Who knew button mashing could even be a skill? But no. Basically, I just did the button mashing for her for the button mash segments, and she made it through the first level pretty well. And she even wanted to play more of it later, but she also looked up the plot of it, because she, you know, the opening doesn't really tell you exactly what's happening yet. And she was like, so apparently he kills all of the Greek gods? That's not possible. You can't do that. It's a video game.
He's the God of War. He's God himself. Come on.
Yeah, he took the throne from the God of War. It's the whole plot of the first game, actually. Well, it's where it ends up. It's not necessarily the plot, but...
Games are in such an awesome spot, yeah. Everybody's thinking more and more about accessibility. Ooh, thanks for that, Sonic. Oh, needed that.
Kitsune pointed out that you ignored a pinball game.
Why would I care about it when I haven't lost anybody?
I guess if you want new characters.
Anybody who matters, anyway.
Oh, shit.
I lost
Don't
Knuckles.
You want Tails?
Oh, yeah. Oh! So I was under the impression that I had all 5 characters to start with, but looking at the icons on the screen right now, you do only start with, like, 2 characters, I guess? Alright, so I do have to hit up the minigame a little bit more.
You get Ray, Sonic, and K.
I'm just in such a mode of ignoring like all of the mini games at this point. But no, in Encore mode, it's a little bit more important. A little bit more important. I'll go ahead and take that one. Thank you very much for the instant win. This boss feels great with Ray. Oh, I can't stop like thinking about just how much easier that is. With Ray and Tails, it's just really, really nice with the flight. And I think I might have improved the physics slightly. Who knows, maybe I'm talking out my ass there.
Hard to tell. Hard to tell. I don't know, obviously. Kitsune says there are also item boxes which can have character items.
Ah, okay.
What a magnificent background for this stage.
Let's get ya! 7, 6, what X? And that's all we get. How sad, too bad. Oh well. We have enough to get a pinball minigame now, if we see a star pull. A goal post before we get hit again.
Ugh. God, my back is killing me for some reason.
Sorry to hear, man. You keeping it straight?
Nope.
Well, there's your problem.
Keeping it gay. Ugh. Keeping it hella homosexual.
Door into summer. That is actually one of the new messages that was just added in for Encore mode. No idea what it refers to, but that'll be a good Did You Know Gaming episode.
Okay.
No, no, no! Oh, let's go back! Go back, we must!
Did you know gaming in a while either. I didn't even have too hard of a job today.
Oh, fuck. Well, that's embarrassing.
What happened? Oh, I was just waiting to see.
The less said about all of that, the better.
You know what I just found disappointing? I saw a Phillips screw bit on the level.
Uh-huh.
And it should be like a Torx or like a Hex if it's going to be public equipment. I mean, come on. You want people walking around with Phillips heads to disassemble your equipment?
Are you going to critique the stage design now?
Yeah, why not?
From an audio engineer standpoint?
Yeah, no, this is an ineffective stage. This is just from a mechanical perspective. This is just like a sensible perspective.
An engineer perspective.
Yeah, if you put flatheads and Phillips screws out in the public, a crazy person will come along and disassemble it.
Is that it's guaranteed, always going to happen. You can't stop it.
It's pretty likely, especially in an area like DC or New York.
Oh, frick. I just can't reach out there. Alright, let's... I don't know, do I go back like this away? Because then I can... Oh hey, there's a goalpost there. Okay, I definitely want to go back this way.
Goalpost!
Fuck, I needed 3 more rings. Didn't even realize it.
Oh, shit! No! Barch!
I am screwing up with the goalpost, man. I'm ignoring them all this time. It's the revenge of the goalposts.
Can you and there were I love that there were also immediately 3 rings.
That is Christian Whitehead right there. Studiopolis Act 1. And like Pagoda West and freaking like Simon, whatever Simon's name is. Headcanon or whatever.
What could it be? I guess if they made it a hex, people wouldn't have even known what they were looking at.
Yeah, a hex is... You really, really gotta know your shit. I mean, it wouldn't really be too hard, but, I mean, I guess it would stop, like, any random nobody from knowing what the hell it was.
I mean, people have seen us be it. Some people might know it's an
Fucking
element.
Christ. I suck so much at getting the goalposts.
You just went past one?
Yep. I breezed past it. I didn't even have a react. I would say that my reaction time there was pretty good. It's just that...
Yeah, you were at a, what do you even call that? You were at a Mega Man door.
I had like less than a second in order to react. And then go back to the goalpost before I would have been locked off. Not bad, not bad. You could actually judge my reaction time based on that. That moment is probably like the greatest judge of my reaction time.
Somebody time it. Somebody go back later in the stream when it's...
Do I have
on
reaction
archive.
time on par with Jet Li or not? It's not Jet Li I'm thinking of. Freaking, who was the martial artist who was like really like prolific?
Jet Li. Jet Li's pretty prolific. Jackie Chan.
No.
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee, there we go. That's what I was thinking of.
They're all pretty good.
Look at this adorable skip hanging from his tail. Oh, you're just great, Ray. I love you.
Ridiculous. What the fucking the move across the rungs. Oh, that was a riot. Nobody's tail works like that, but that's great. Kitsune added, looks like the character boxes will only give you new characters. And you notice the character box that was flashing between Tails and Mighty.
Okay.
At least that's how it looks.
Oh, fuck, no! Gotta be more careful on Flying Battery. Flying Battery will start punishing you if you think you can go fast through, through the slow zones.
Yeah, dude. You can't just fly into a fan blade.
See, this is how normal people climb. That's how it's done, Ray.
Who are some other martial artists that are popular? Jackie Chan, Jet Li. Bruce Lee.
Frickin' what's his face that had all the jokes around him? Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris, yeah, I was about to... Yeah, Chuck Norris is good. After that, it's less famous martial artists, basically.
I mean, those are just like the televised ones. There's probably like famous ones that are actually just like, hey, I'm a martial artist and I'm great at it that we just don't know about.
Yeah. I guess I want specifically like martial artists who are also television personalities.
Right.
Or movie stars. Yeah, Jackie Chan wanted to start making...
Keanu Reeves.
I guess. I don't know if I would count Keanu Reeves.
Believe
Does
me,
Keanu Reeves...
he does kung fu.
Does he do it in his spare time? Is it what he's known for outside of movies?
No. But he just does train really hard at anything that's like that for his movies.
Kitsune mentioned Chuck Todd. Should I know Chuck Todd?
Chuck Todd does not sound familiar. Not to me.
It's Chuck Todd.
But maybe we're both living under a rock.
Chuck Todd. Oh, that's... Is it? Chuck Todd is an American journalist, according to Google.
Save the rings! Save the forest!
Oh, right. Kitsune has informed me that he was being silly. Thanks for the update, Kitsune.
You're not allowed to be as silly on the internet. Doesn't work.
If only I had known Chuck Todd, the joke probably would have really landed for me. It is pretty hilarious, though, seeing that he's an anchor for NBC. What if Chuck Todd actually knows a lot of martial arts? Who's the guy from Kung Pao?
I do not know, senor. I do not know.
Do not know.
It is a mystery. Dun 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 dun
Oderick.
dun dun.
Odekirk. Oh, he did the Thumb Nation movies. Yeah, I don't think that guy really does martial arts, though. I'm pretty sure they cut a lot of footage together from other films. And just pretended like it was their film. Recycled footage. Jimmy Wang, you. Sorry, Kitsune. If these are jokes, I'm gonna miss all of them.
Yes! Got one! Pinball, let's go! Let's immediately suck at it, obviously.
What is Jimmy Wang you known for?
Yes! The best!
One-armed
We got the
swordsman.
boy!
Ooh, we work with Swan Bros Studio.
It's actually really hard to get this thing in the top.
Oh, Shaw.
I actually thought that this was really simple when I saw it. Okay, so it's up and it's just like pressing down. It's not pressing like jump in order to make the claw go. It's actually something I was having a hard time with up until now. Because it would just go on its own if you didn't press down after a while.
Oh, what happens?
I just didn't know you had to press down in order to get the claw to go down. I thought it was jump all this time.
Gotcha. Do you know what would have been a great answer for the martial artist Jack Black? Fucking Kung Fu Panda.
Does a great joke answer, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And then let's see. Kung Fu Hustle had Stephen Chow. Stephen Chow is very funny. I should see what else he's done outside of Kung Fu Hustle. He's been working since 1982. That's pretty good.
As we slowly descend. What's the next movie you're gonna see, man?
The next movie I'm gonna see?
Yeah.
Fucking The Mermaid 2 by Stephen Chow. No, I have no idea.
You see Incredibles yet?
I saw it, yeah, it was great. I loved it.
Well, that's it. That's all that matters.
Dude, I mean, I don't know, what's good out that's now? What did I just say? What's good that's out now, I think is what I wanted to say.
I don't even know. Like, fucking Ant-Man, Avengers, whatever.
There's a new Hotel Transylvania out.
I haven't watched a single one of those. Maybe they're good. I wouldn't know.
Some people swear by them, but...
Oh, I can tell you about a new cartoon that got announced today.
What?
Do you remember She-Ra by any chance?
She-Ra... It sounds familiar, but it's not something I watched.
She-Ra is incredibly classic, and oh, that's a funny... Oh, that wasn't a glitch, that was just Knuckles behind me. So She-Ra was a very, very classic cartoon, like back in like He-Man days, basically. And there is a new cartoon series coming on Netflix, produced by DreamWorks. It's getting made for She-Ra. And there is a character design that recently came out that the internet is losing its shit over, by the way, for stupid reasons, but it looks cool.
Okay. Is it like, are they good with it, or like...
It depends on your viewpoint.
Okay.
It's one of those culture war bits where some people like really, really love design, some people are like, ugh.
Gotcha. Hey, Misato, how's it going?
Hey, Misato. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Welcome.
It's Boomcat. Let's see, the first Purge apparently is out.
Yeah, there's nothing too interesting coming out if you're not a fan of Marvel movies.
It's a movie here called Sorry to Bother You. That looks like it could be exciting.
What is coming out soon that I'm looking forward to? Like, nothing. It's actually, like, almost insane to, like, think about.
That looks exciting. bunch of movies.
Hey,
here
Tails,
that
how's it
could
going,
be-
bud? Wait, I don't need this. I don't need this. I literally don't need this. I got everybody.
What is Skyscraper? Is that a
Oh,
big movie?
so that's supposed to be... It's got a 50% of Rotten Tomatoes, first of all. It's a rock
got Dwayne
movie.
Johnson, though.
Yeah, it's got Dwayne. Old Dwayne. Being in so many things. But, it looks kind of decent. It's got, like, kind of a fun, concept to it. Basically, this company builds, like, the most giant, like, skyscraper ever, and they hired Dwayne Johnson to be the security on it. He's like, or maybe, like, as an advisor, and he's like, you have built one of the worst, like, security examples I've ever seen in my entire life, and I wish you wouldn't do this. And, of course, they don't listen to him, and then shit goes down.
Yeah. Naturally.
And they've got, like, the skyscraper get assaulted by, like, terrorists or robbers or something like that, and, like, there's fire, and he's got to save, like, his family. I've only seen, like, the trailer, like, briefly, so you'll have to forgive me for, like, editorializing.
Zombie wizards, everything and anything.
Zombie
Mamma Mia's
wizards.
got a new thing.
Huh?
Dude, that would be cool.
Zombieland 2? Okay, that is the
No,
movie to look forward to.
I didn't say that at all.
Oh, what'd you say?
I said Mamma Mia.
Oh. Yeah,
That
that's
is not
very
something
different
to look
from
forward to.
Zombieland, actually.
Zombieland 2 would be incredible. No, I don't even know if they could do that. Anyway. First Purge, Uncle Drew, Sicaro, Day of the Soldado. I definitely didn't say 2 of those words correctly.
Did you see the first Zombieland?
Pretty sure. Let me make sure. Let me look it up to make sure it is what I think it is. Yeah, I watched that. That was great.
It was so good. They announced the second one, man.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
So it is happening. Oh, interesting. I didn't think they could. Unfriended Dark Web. Is that a horror movie? Or is that a documentary?
I thought that was gonna be a longer stretch of land there, which is why I was taking my time with just wanting it to spin dash it. Of course, I would be wrong. Now this is where you would want Mighty. All these half pipes everywhere.
Okay, so now Kitsune thinks swap item boxes changes your active character.
Oh, okay. Well, I see that. I have the 2 best characters now. Awesome. I'm gonna try and keep these for as long as possible, and obviously immediately lose them.
Double yellow, orange and yellow. Let's see. I mean, the movies that are out do go on and on. There's just only so many worth mentioning. Why is Yellow Submarine in this list? Didn't that movie come out years ago?
So like a lot of movie theaters are playing like old movies now.
Yeah. So, okay, I guess I'm just looking at times, not act like new releases. Wonder if there's anything new on Netflix. Let's see.
Last Jedi came out. I love that movie.
It did come out on Netflix. Let's see, I watched Jim Jeffries' special. Oh, here's something called How It Ends.
You and me have stuff to watch. You don't have to worry about that.
It's true, yeah. Well, you know, I'm just trying to work at things.
You can always find stuff for your own perusal, though, yeah?
Yeah, I'm currently watching Altered Carbon with my dad.
Don't want to press that. Don't want to press any of this. That's all good. You go ahead and just stay right there, checkpoint and switch box. Ooh! Oh no!
How It
Don't
Ends.
get hurt, Tails! I love you!
Oh, Netflix has an original Captain Underpants series.
I wonder
still-
how good that will be. How does the animation look? Is it on par with the movie, or it's probably
Doesn't look
it's
like
got to
it.
be worse, right?
It's 2D for starters.
Okay, that might be that would be like more expensive to do, I would think. What kind of
No,
2D?
Like like Dexter's Laboratory kind.
Really? Wow.
How's that more expensive?
Why don't you think that 2D movies are getting made anymore?
Because they don't sell well.
Well, maybe, possibly. I don't know.
They don't sell well. That's what it is. Princess and the Frog did terrible.
I wouldn't say terrible, alright.
It did not do as well as the 3D movies do.
It always makes me sad how the Princess and the Frog didn't do well. It was fine. It was a great movie.
I agree. It was a wonderful movie, and the animation was wonderful. It was beautiful.
Fucking goddamn it, audiences. I fucking hate that 2D animation is no longer a thing.
Just not as popular. I mean, there's still people who do it. It's just not like...
It's not the major movie studios anymore, and that sucks.
Yeah, because they're more interested in making a buck than they are in producing, like... Well, producing
especially DreamWorks. DreamWorks made like one 2D movie, as far as I know, and it was the most amazing fucking thing. Because they made Prince of Egypt.
Oh yeah, that was great.
That was hailed as like a historic, like cinematic marvel. Fuck, I fucked up.
That was a very good movie.
I didn't want.
Let me see what else I found.
Didn't want Ray. Didn't need Ray.
What else are their programs?
Come on. And another one for you.
Oh, they did the Road to El Dorado as well.
Oh, Road to El Dorado is so good.
Yeah, that was a very good film. That was a classic. People love that film. Oh, I didn't know that they produced Wallace and Gromit. The movie.
Oh,
dude, they did Spirit too. Now that's an incredible 2D film.
Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was really, really solid. Not very popular. I almost feel like that one probably bombed with how little I hear people talk about that.
It is definitely a shame. I really liked it when I saw it. I just think they did a great job at telling that story. My mother has actually been watching the kids cartoon on Netflix. What else do they have? God, there are so many Kung Fu Pandas. What the fuck?
Whole bunch of separate cartoons. It's like How to Train Your Dragon. Like DreamWorks, they really go hard on like making cartoon series to go along with their movies. How to Train Your Dragon and Kung Fu Panda have just so much spin-off crap.
They also did Joseph King of Dreams, which is something I never watched.
Okay, so Press Garden, or whatever the hell this level is called, is actually one of my favorite levels in the game, so it's going to be fun to see the aesthetic. Thus far, I'm actually a little bit taken aback, because it looks kind of eh. I hope that doesn't like hold true for like all of it, especially Act 2, which is beautiful and gorgeous, and I hope they didn't like fucked up too much there. Like they made it like darker, I guess, for Encore mode. It's not great.
Everybody strap in for Borch's extreme disappointment.
How will I ever survive?
Not too many. Well, you won't. We will. Okay.
I have so many games to stream right now, man, by the way. I think I've said this before. I've already complained about this, and it's such a stupid complaint to have, but like, I have so many games to actually play through and freaking stream at this point.
DreamWorks also did Felix the Cat, the movie.
Oh my god, I have never seen that.
Yeah, me neither, but people talk about it all the time. And they also did Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas. That was a good one.
I don't remember that one being good. I have
Really?
very, very vague memories of it, but that one was like, eh.
Yeah. Well,
I'll tell you this,
obviously
I liked it better than the
one.
live-action movie, though.
I liked the animation in it.
Yeah, I mean, like, DreamWorks 2D animation is just good all over. Name a bad 2D movie that they've done, come on.
I don't know. Oh, hi there, Okami. Okami's here to tell you to get it, bro.
Oh, hey, that's my brother.
Oh. Hi, Barch's brother.
Hey, Pat, how's it going? So, Pat,
Nice
I
to
got
meet you.
Shadow of the Colossus, and I'm planning on hopefully getting Bloodborne sometime soon for my PS4.
How many episodes of Explain? Doesn't look like it.
Come on. Wait, no, probably not. Probably not the right way to go. Yes, duh.
Who made Anastasia?
Anastasia was Bloof, I think, wasn't it?
Let's see. Don Bluth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought so.
Don
Don Bluth's like entire track record is like amazing because he was either making like generic shit or just amazing, like phenomenal, you will remember this forever movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Pebble and the Penguin is one of the most forgettable goddamn things ever. Then he
What was it?
The Pebble and the Penguin?
What was it? Oh, the Pebble and the Penguin.
And then you've got like Thumbelina, which is pretty eh. And then you've got 50 Goes West and frickin' Secret of Nim, and it's like, holy shit, you're talented.
Yeah. An American Tail, Land Before Time, All Dogs Go to Heaven, Dragon's Lair.
Dragon's
He's got
what?
Dragon's Lair. Oh, he had involvement in it.
Oh, yeah. His studio did the animation for Dragon's Lair. I mean, it looks like one of their movies. So, yeah. No! Stop dropping bunnies on me! It's the bunny pit. I never knew this was in here.
Your brother got Divinity Original Sin 2.
RPG. Did you right up your alley, my man?
He says it's good. Says it's so good.
I did see that Pro Jared rated it as his, like, game of the year.
Oh.
So for people who like RPGs, that is good shit, I suppose.
Space Ace and Don Quixote. I'm not gonna say that right.
Don Quixote?
Don Quixote, is that it?
I believe
Okay.
so. I believe it's Quixote.
Soon point that out.
Whatever, let's damage boost through it. This is the way that everybody does this boss. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. They say that they didn't damage boost, they're lying.
What's Disney's next project?
They've been busy with Star Wars, mostly.
See what Cosmopolitan has to say. Now that's a magazine that I think of as being on the forefront of Disney news.
Alright, this is what I've been looking forward to. Okay, this is fine. Not as vibrant as the original, I think. But, I don't know. I don't like the Encore editions to Press Garden, I'm gonna be honest. The palette is just, like, a lot worse, like, overall. Because Press Garden originally is beautiful. Like, just gorgeous. You can't touch perfection.
Your brother's mad you're not using Knuckles.
Knuckles is maybe the crappiest character in this game.
No love for the enchilada.
Like, I love Knuckles in terms of, like, personality. Don't get me wrong. He is one of the greatest, like, comedy relief characters ever. Especially in Sonic Mania Adventures. Oh my god. By the
I
way,
would like... What?
you should have... You have not watched Sonic Mania Adventures Part 5 yet, have you?
No, I think I haven't watched since episode 3.
Really? Episode 4
Dude,
was, like, decent. It was okay.
I would like Knuckles a lot more if he was an enchilada. Knuckles the enchilada. Sonic the hot dog. Maybe that's why he likes chili dogs.
Such impressive concepts that you've got. You'd approach Sega. They can make a food spin-off game.
Shit, what would Tails be?
Tails would be a cinnamon roll.
No, I'm trying to keep with the letters. Like H, hedgehog, hot dog. It's gotta follow a scheme here.
Tails the fox.
Yeah. Tails the fork. What if he was just a fork?
You gotta have something to eat that chili dog with.
Yeah. it's just a fork sticking out the back of a hot dog running.
Okay, I would really like to go up. I believe that's where I have to go anyway. Or maybe not. Oh gosh. Well, ain't this embarrassing. Alright, let's just see where this takes us, I suppose. I think it's actually a breakable wall, isn't it?
Mighty the
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I'm a fool. A foolish fool! Well, when I say that Knuckles is like the worst character, Pat, that's in my opinion. He plays exactly like he did in Sonic 3. So if you like that, then you're gonna like that more.
When you say Knuckles is the worst, you just mean it. Oh yeah, that's right. They're working on a Winnie the Pooh movie for
that is awful. Okay, fuck
so
that
weird.
Entire like thing.
That is so strange. What if it's amazing? I say that about everything though.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, Christopher Robin. They're calling it Christopher Robin.
I'm not okay with like making a live-action movie out of an animated franchise that's been animated since the beginning of time. Especially in the way that they have. I don't know. The only thing that they have in their favor is that, yes, a couple of the movies began, and obviously the entire thing is like, oh yeah, they're stuffed animals. And Christopher Robin is playing with them in his room. But you didn't have to fucking make an entire movie out of the concept.
I wonder how they're gonna work it out, because like, I mean, wasn't the idea always that like they represented different parts of his personality or something like that? And that's what a lot of people theorize, right?
I don't think that they need to do anything on that front. They're just gonna be stuffed animals that are in the real universe. How you like that? Get attacked instantly. Man, I rocked him. Now I'm gonna have a hard time doing anything else.
Oh yeah. And I think, well, I mean, I've seen Incredibles 2. I don't know if everybody in the chat has seen Incredibles 2.
If you haven't seen Incredibles 2, I highly recommend it.
Has everybody seen it? Can we talk about spoilery stuff? Soon. Soon, I'm looking at you. Misato? Chownix? Anybody?
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Are you kidding me? You want to have spoiler conversation, but you don't actually want to talk about spoilers?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I can spoil.
Alright, Kitsune hasn't seen it. Fair enough. And we don't have anything to talk about anyway, so that's good.
That's good. Yeah, I couldn't even think about
But
it.
yes, Incredibles 2 is awesome. Really, really the best follow-up that you could absolutely make. Like, some people are, like, not as good on it. I think some people have rose-colored glasses, especially in terms of animation. Like, people are like, the animation was better in the first one. No, it fucking wasn't.
No, it was not. Oh, I would want to talk about Jack more than anything, I think. This fall Disney is releasing the Nutcracker in the Four Realms.
Lame.
Don't know anything about that. That was a solid summarization. Oh yeah, the Wreck-It Ralph sequel. That'll probably be fun.
Oh, that's what they're working on. Wreck-It Ralph 2. Oh my god, I can't wait.
That'll probably be good. It'll probably surprise everybody.
I'll see that in theaters if at all possible. Dude, my family fucking, like, I am still pissed off to this day about this. My family, like, entirely walked out of the first, like, Wreck-It Ralph.
What?
Yes.
How could they do that?
Because it's a video game movie.
So? Doesn't mean anything. What was so upsetting about that? I don't like the implication that people enjoy video games. Was that it?
Oh, hey, let's switch over to you. Actually, good use for that.
Your family blows my mind sometimes.
My mother just stuck with me, but it was obviously like, I'm not actually into this, but I'll stay here.
Oh my god.
My grandfather, I think my sister. You can yell at the cat next time she's on stream.
Jesus. What a boring human being.
She just comes on like, hey everybody, why didn't you watch Wreck-It Ralph?
I'm gonna accuse her of being lame and unexciting.
She's at that self-deprecating teenage state, so she'll just agree with you.
Yeah, well, good. She should. She'd be right. For once. Certainly not right about Wreck-It Ralph. Mary Poppins Returns is something that's happening.
No strong feelings about that one, honestly. I
hardly remember the first one.
Oh, wait, no, I do have strong feelings. The color palette fucking sucks for the trailer.
Oh, really?
Like, it's just dark and gray and fucking... Oh my god. A lot of Disney movies lately have been pissing me off in terms of, like, their color grading. And...
Didn't the original have animated penguins in it?
Yes?
I wonder if they'll bring those back.
I suppose if it's just the trailer and a lot of the movie is more colorful after, like, the London bit, that might be a saving grace.
I very much agree with your brother on that movie was that Wreck-It Ralph was awesome, even if you weren't a gamer.
Yeah, you would think so.
Also, hi Azuro, how's it going?
You might be surprised. Hey Azuro, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome.
You know, obviously, I am surprised. What else? There's going to be a female-led Marvel superhero film when Captain Marvel comes to
Yeah, Captain Marvel looks good.
I don't want any more superhero movies.
Yeah, okay, if you're... that's falling on the line of, like, Marvel stuff, yo, so yeah.
Okay, here's a weird one, another weird one. There's gonna be Tim Burton directing a live-action Dumbo.
That... Does it say something? I'd be pissed if it wasn't for the fact that Tim Burton is attached to it.
I don't know that I'm happy that Tim Burton is attached to it. That gives him an excellent chance to go Alice in Wonderland all over again.
Oh my god, an Alice in Wonderland like for Dumbo. You know, I mean, maybe if they just let him have like the hallucination scene and then some other director direct the rest of the movie, it might turn out okay. Because if there's any director that's qualified to do that hallucination scene, it's Tim Burton.
Yeah, that could be true. I think you make a very good point there. Yeah, Misato's talking about it too. Tim Burton pink elephant scene. Just have him do that. Just bring him in as like a guest director for that scene, and then get somebody else to do the rest. This is what they're doing to all their 2D movies. They're trying to make them live action now. I don't think I've been happy with a single one of them.
Yeah, it sucks. I hate it as a trend. Did they add any achievements for the DLC? No. No, they did not.
Sounds like $350 material, if you ask me.
God dang it.
Pixar and Walt Disney Animation Studios Chief Creative Officer John Lasseter, I'm gonna say it, announced an untitled Disney Toon Studios film in 2017. The movie will explore the future of aviation.
Future of aviation. My brother, by the way, is really looking forward to, Battle Angel Alita? I believe is what its title is. It's got a really hard name to remember. But it was originally a manga, and they're making like a sort of weird looking like live action 3D CGI affair out of it.
Oh. It's bad your brother is leaving.
Later, Pat. Thanks for dropping by, bro.
Nice to meet you. Azure says might as well make a live action Pink Panther. I mean, that's about right.
That was one of the silliest things. The live action Pink Panther movie.
Yeah. The 1963 Pink Panther. That was a live action.
Now this I've been looking forward to. New boss stuff. The third phase of this, I believe, was changed entirely. It used to be a wall that you would just, like, have chasing you, and then you'd chase, like, Metal Sonic after it. But, I'm curious to see how much of this has changed, because I actually did not like a lot of parts about this fight. I'll say that the music is amazing.
Cassine says you got the title right for that,
Battle Angel Alita. I suppose it is a little bit memorable, at least.
Or Alita Battle Angel, based on Battle Angel Alita. Yep. A Disney nature movie, Penguins, will be in theaters April 19th, 2019.
Boring. Why does everybody want to make, like, documentaries about penguins? I think they've got enough at this point.
Oh, they're working on a live-action Aladdin now. That could be okay.
I would want to see that. I'm not gonna lie. I just want more frickin' like.
Could be okay. Yeah. They have an Egyptian-Canadian actor lined up for Aladdin. Mena Massoud. I did not say his name, but I'm sure. And then Power Rangers actress Naomi Scott will star as Princess Jasmine.
Yeah, they made that way better. That was 8 hits before, wasn't it? I think it was like 3 hits this time. Yes! Ah! Such a simple change, but it means so much. And I think they might have changed the physics with the little guys, like, fighting against them.
Oh. Misato asked if it will be the same without Robin Williams. Well, unfortunately, it will not be the same at all. But they have Will Smith as the genie.
Will Smith as the genie. This is a lot harder. Holy sh... I immediately screwed that up.
Don't get distracted while I tell you about all these things. Anyway, they're working on a 4th Toy Story.
I'm okay with that. I'll watch more Toy Story.
But they really have no updates on it. It's been pushed back several times. They were going to try and release it last year.
That's a slightly better final phase. I don't know about that. That was...
Live action adaptation of The Lion King.
Okay, do me a favor. Look up the cast of that. You'll be a lot less pissed off after you look up the cast list.
I don't know if I will be. I mean, they're still gonna have to animate the lions. There's no way around it. It's all voice acting.
It's gonna be exactly like the Jungle Book from what they've said.
Beyonce?
Yeah!
Who is Beyonce?
Nala?
Nala, okay. Oh, alright, wow. That's fine.
Donald Glover as Simba? Come on, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's good. Unfortunately, I don't know a lot of the actors. Seth Rogen as Pumbaa is...
hilarious.
Sensible. Yeah. Just Timon.
I can honestly see myself... Well, I'm gonna watch it, man. That is a movie theater movie for me. Especially with how much I love Lion King. I often view Lion King as, like, the perfect movie that all other movies, like, at least aspire to be half of.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll watch more Lion King. I watched every single one up until this point, so hey, even Lion King 1.5, which maybe we could have done without. I don't know, that one was still fun.
Disney's gonna make an Artemis Fowl movie.
That one could go really, really badly. Holy shit, that one. They're gonna fuck with that, all right. There's so many awesome concepts.
Could go amazingly.
Could go amazingly, but most book adaptations that I actually like, really, really like as books, usually get ruined as movies.
I'll have to read the book again.
I am still pissed off about the Golden Compass.
Yeah.
And Aragon.
Yeah. All things that.
And every single Harry Potter after the third one.
Well, yeah. There was no time to tell those stories.
I know, but I don't care. You could have at least, like, I don't know, turn it into, like, an HBO series, like, halfway through. It's like, oh, fuck.
They could have made it like how they split The Hobbit into fucking 3 movies that didn't need that shit.
I mean, they did that for the 7th one, because they definitely said to themselves, whoa. Oh boy, boys, like 900 pages, there's no way we're getting that out in one movie.
Yep.
Oh fuck, let's do this! Yes!
Cause I don't know anything about Beyonce.
I've been losing lives, like, rapidly in this level. I was fine up until this.
Dude, you gotta cut that out. Oh, I just realized you're playing Double Red. I've been paying attention to Disney for so long. What else is coming out? Sequel to Frozen. Good, I guess. More Star Wars. 2 more untitled live-action movies. A live-action Mulan. That could be good.
That could be cool. Really depends on the cast. I think they might have announced the cast already.
Let's see. It's not clear whether or not Mulan's... what is it? 30-year-old Chinese actress Liu Yifei will play Hua Mulan.
Yeah, I'm totally cool with that. If they get, hopefully all Chinese actors for just about everybody, that will be pretty cool to see.
Yeah, they can get all Chinese. The 5th Indiana Jones movie was given a new release date.
How did everybody like the 4th Indiana Jones? I liked it. I'm in a very, very, very big minority there. Especially considering I actually like Shia LaBeouf, and everybody else fucking hated him in that movie. What?
Yeah.
Opinions?
What? Oh, what was it? Sorry, I was reading Kitsune's comments. Kitsune's funny. Sorry, what?
I was saying, gosh, completely lost my train of thought. The 5th Indiana Jones movie, what'd you think of it?
You mean the 4th one?
4th one, yes.
I haven't seen it.
Shame.
Yeah, I have not seen it. Suppose I could.
Tiny does not need to be remade. Just be quiet. It does not need to be done.
I hadn't seen any of the Indiana Jones movies by the time I got to college, and my friends got upset, and they were like, well, we're going to watch them together, and I watched them, and I don't remember anything about them now, even after having watched them. It is not a series for me, is the issue.
I think Indiana Jones is going to start, losing a lot of its luster over time.
The real issue is, as soon as I see Indiana Jones on camera, I immediately think, who cares? It's pretty awful. That's, such a bias protective.
I can kind of understand it, though. Because really, he is not an interesting character. He's an interesting character just because, the films, are good, but just in terms of, motivation and who he is and what he does. Huh?
No, I just noticed Mighty was drowning. Oh, he drowned. Good for Mighty.
Long live.
Yeah. Oh, he's alive. Good.
Funnily enough, Izuru, you say live action Atlantis. There is, in fact, a live action Atlantis announced.
Is there really?
With a cast list announced for it.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 expected in 2020. The director of Monsters University will be directing an original Pixar animated movie. In the film, we're going to tell the story of two teenage elf brothers whose father died when they were too young to remember him.
I'll always watch Pixar. Doesn't matter what it is.
Let's see.
Especially after the short for Incredibles 2. That short at the beginning of Incredibles 2. Oh my god!
What was it again? I should remember.
That was
I
the
remember
Asian family?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, that was something else.
That just
What a twist.
It just blows your mind as, and it's so like emotional, makes you feel things, lots of things.
Disney's making a movie based off the Jungle Cruise ride with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Isn't the Jungle Cruise ride the one where like comedians?
I don't know Disney rides.
I think it is. Anyone back me up in chat? Kitsune says, yeah, but the characters we care about in Guardians of the Galaxy are dead. Oh well.
They'll be brought back.
Yeah.
Probably,
It's
except
like
for
a
Gamora. Gamora's very up in the air.
A sequel to Enchanted is currently being written.
Who cares? What was Enchanted again? I just remember, like, that name and having a lot of negativity for it, but I don't actually remember the movie that it goes to. It was just that forgettable.
Wasn't that the one about the princess who, like, falls into the real world?
Right. Yeah. I totally remember what you're talking about, but yeah, definitely. Yeah, let's... All Reds again. This is the worst team. All Reds is the worst team, all Yellows is the best team. You heard it here first.
Oh, it's the best team?
Yellow.
Oh, yellow.
All Yellow. All Red is the worst.
Yeah, that's right. They killed off a bunch of the Marvel characters, didn't they?
Yeah, and in the end of Avengers Infinity War, and I swear to God, if anybody like says spoilers, you should have already seen it by now. But the end of Avengers Infinity War, they kill off like half the cast because half the world gets killed through the events of the end of that movie.
Good for the Avengers. Let's see, what else do we have?
But they're very, very much gonna bring back like a lot of people, especially considering that movies are already announced that include like the dead characters.
There's apparently a standalone Star Wars movie for Obi-Wan Kenobi in the works.
That got canceled after the after Solo did bad, from last I heard, which I'm really sad about because a standalone Obi-Wan movie sounds awesome compared to how awful a standalone like Han Solo movie sounds. Especially one that just goes into like his origin. The idea behind like the Solo movie is so dumb. Like we did not need to see that time period. At all, in any way, shape, or form. Like they need to stop doing prequels for Star Wars because it does not matter. I want to see new stuff. Fuck you.
You know what I want? I want a standalone Star Wars movie for every character that died too soon in Star Wars. Give me some Boba Fett. Give me some Jango Fett. Give me some Qui-Gon Jinn. Give me some Darth Maul. I want those guys. Give me those guys.
Let's go. Let's retrieve the good boy. No. Okay.
They're working on a sequel to Jungle Book, the live action. The sequel to the live action Maleficent. A live action Lady and the Tramp was announced. Great.
There doesn't need to be one for that. Come on. whatever.
Pinocchio.
Everything's gonna get remade, whether I like it or not.
Yep. Oh yeah, dude. Pinocchio is being adapted into live action. A live action prequel for the Genie is in the works.
I guess it depends on how good Aladdin does. Really.
Yep. Yep. A remake of The Sword and the Stone is being written by Game of Thrones writer-producer Brian Cogman.
I could go for that. Sword in the Stone was an enjoyable but kind of weirdly paced movie.
I hardly remember. It's been so long.
It's
not one that I watched a bunch.
It was weird. It like sidetracked a lot with like side plot. God damn it.
Yeah, Kitsune, yeah. Jar Jar Binks. I want the backstory of Jar Jar Binks.
Well, you're gonna get it with the current Disney strategy.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Why didn't that work?
Yeah, where is the love for General Grievous? You know, if you watch the Cartoon Network series, he got a fair amount of attention.
I'm probably just gonna get out of here. Yeah.
I think
just
there was
cut my
also
losses.
like a fan, or no, what is it called? Like one of the Star Wars books that was not written by George Lucas went into detail about General Grievous.
I actually like General Grievous a lot as a villain. Like, everybody
cool.
mostly hates him. I think he's like one of the most coolest designed like villains out of the entire series.
Most people only know him for him in Episode 3. They don't know him for how he exists outside of Episode 3.
He was fucking menacing and awesome in like the Clone Wars like animated series.
Oh yeah, dude. That was scary. That was so good.
There's just this scene that you can find, like, just him ambushing, like, a bunch of Jedi as, like, one of the very first scenes that actually comes out of the, freaking, like, Star Wars animated
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
series, and it is amazing. He
It was
just
so good.
up and murders, like, 4 Jedi.
You know what was so intimidating about watching that was, like, before him, there was, like, this other Sith Lord that was big in the series, right? She was like a girl. I forget exactly. She was like a girl.
Bye, Sonic.
Yeah, well, she would be a girl, wouldn't she?
My game now.
I'm trying to remember what her name was, but she was a huge threat. Like, Ashoka fucking did her best to defeat her. And then when she finally got defeated, it seemed like she was the ultimate threat. And then they just showed General Grievous out of nowhere just killing 9 Jedis. It's like, holy fucking shit, they don't stand a chance!
His threat level was really, really well done in everything, in Revenge of the Sith, in the Clone Wars series. I don't understand why people, like, I guess the coughing thing is, like, a little bit weird, but it's like, fucking deal with it?
We know why. Because, Mace Windu fucked him up in the anime series. He crushed his lungs. But nobody knows that because nobody watched that.
I don't know. General Grievous is awesome. Hate me.
Yeah.
Fight me. Probably the best villain in all of Star Wars? Everybody would just go for Darth Vader, okay?
Shit.
But, like, Darth Vader...
Darth Vader has the most compelling story, perhaps. I don't know about best villain.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I like the menacing factor for, you okay there, Sonic? You just want to stay behind? You scared, buddy?
Sonic got scared.
Alright, so this has changed. This is very, very changed. Act 1, the first little bit of Mirage Saloon or whatever this is no longer an auto-scroller.
Okay. Kitsune, no, spoilers from 20 years ago.
How could you? What was it about the Star Wars twist?
Yeah, you just said Anakin Skywalker after you mentioned Darth Vader. Azure says, I still wish Cartoon Networks still had the rights because it was way more brutal than Disney. Yes, I agree.
Oh, why'd I do that? Well, I I guess it's okay. It's whatever. Let's be Sonic.
Yeah, there were some really incredible writers for Star Wars before Disney declared everything pre-ownership as what they call it? I forget.
The extended universe?
Star Wars Chronicles or something like that.
The extended universe was deemed non-canon after Disney acquired it. Just everything.
They gave it a name. They gave it a name to differentiate, but I forget what it was. I think it's Star Wars Chronicles or something like that. Or Star Wars Sagas.
Is Grievous deemed non-canon?
No, because he was in episode 3. They probably just deemed the shit that Cartoon Network did non-canon, which is frustrating. Because now he just looks lame.
Disney, making villains lame since the beginning of time. What a tagline.
That's how I pitch Disney to friends.
This is a weird level to navigate. Where am I going?
Emma Stone is in talks to play a young Cruella de Vil in 101 Dalmatians prequel.
Emma Stone is Cruella de Vil. I was never really into 101 Dalmatians. This got really good animation, but it was never really one of my favorites.
You know, I fell off with it because I started finding it difficult to keep up with all the puppies. I never understood why the cartoon only seemed to focus on 5 of them. Azura still remembers the Godzilla episode and the episodes where these parasites were infecting people. Oh, I'm trying to remember that. I think I know what you're talking about.
Keep on missing him by inches, Whip! Inches!
It's been a while since this one. Oh yeah, sorry, inches. That sucks. I'm still here, I'm in the stream. No, you'll get him. Disney is going to remake its classic Little Mermaid with new music from Lin-Manuel Miranda and Alan Menken.
I don't even like regular Little Mermaid.
No. New live-action Peter Pan movie. Tinkerbell's gonna get her own live-action movie.
The live-action Peter Pan movie is okay, just so that we can have, like, a not racist Peter Pan, perhaps?
Yeah. Tinkerbell will get her own live-action. She already had 5 animated movies.
God, this sucks. I'm just gonna quit it. Fucking the second level of that is so infuriating. Of the pinball stage.
It looks like they gave you a very weird angle for trying to get those shields.
So I think Kitsune is right. This level was here for Knuckles, but it wasn't here for anybody else. So the difference is that, you know, everybody else gets this instead of an auto-scroller.
Oh yeah, where is the Invader Zim movie at? Where's that up? Oh, let's see. The movie will be released sometime in 2018. Hooray!
You know what? Fine. Why not? Play as Mighty a little bit. If I have to. Be the first one to go, too. Oh, there we go! He was actually useful. Well, you know. Oh,
they don't seem to have an official release date yet.
I'm surprised that Mighty didn't get hit there at all. Wait, what? Oh, is this another thing that Mighty has to do? Possibly? I think maybe I have to go to the left?
They say the recording's done for it.
There we go. Recording is done for what?
The Invader Zim movie.
Oh. that has been in the works for like ever. It is.
I know. Yeah. I've forgotten about it several times.
There we go. It's very interesting playing through this when I've never played through this before. This is apparently like vanilla content anyway.
Disney is working on a live-action version of Snow White and the Seven Dwarves.
I guess that one's okay. It's fine. Not one I'm excited about, but it could be better than the animated film.
What was their other animated princess film they did not too long ago? Actually, it's probably a while ago at this point.
Beauty and the Beast, Maleficent.
Before that.
Rapunzel, Tangled.
No, you know, I think I might be imagining something. What the hell am I thinking of? I have to look up some stuff.
Cruise control for cool. Oh, hello, my friend. Oh, he's going so wild. He's a party boy. In a party world.
He's so excited, look at him.
He's wiggling back and forth. Oh man, I'm so sad that I actually had to kill him. I would have befriended you if I could, my friend. My wiggly friend.
That's okay, so there was who did Snow White and the Huntsman live action?
That was Disney, wasn't it? Because it's Snow White, or is that public domain?
No, I think because they did it based on the German fairy tale Snow White compiled by the Brothers Grimm, and I don't think Disney actually has ownership of the Brothers Grimm.
Oh. Well, it's just the fact that Snow White as a story is in the public domain.
It was Universal Pictures that did it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking of. By the way, really looking forward to when more things enter the public domain. Fuck you, Disney, don't stop it. I'll kill you.
They're gonna buy everything.
It's just the fact that Disney has been railing against. They actually lobbied to get, like, the public domain, like, period, like, extended to stop, like, Mickey Mouse from entering the public domain, and it's one of the shittiest things ever.
Oh, sure. They definitely do not want to lose Mickey Mouse.
You wouldn't lose him. It's just that other people can use him. You're still, like, the original creator, and you can still use him just fine. And that means something, you know? When people see, like, a Mickey Mouse and they're like, oh yeah, it's Universal, but it's not Disney making it, you still have, like, a claim. Unless, of course, you suck using the character.
Which they kind of do.
I mean, the new Mickey Mouse cartoon
I guess,
pretty
yeah,
good.
the new one was pretty good, but not many people watched it, I don't think. I watched it a bit. I didn't stick with it.
I wonder if there's any changes to the boss fight. It'd be enjoyable seeing the hooligan still.
They just wouldn't.
I
They
think.
just want to generate money off of it as well. That's the thing. And if they lose the copyright, or if they lose Mickey Mouse to public domain, then they couldn't make the same amount of money they did off of him.
Ooh, got 2 hits there. Fuck yeah. Let's go.
Not that I know everything
Beast in this
about
fight. Now that I know how to do it. I can remember when I just, like, screwed around way too much, because I didn't know that the robot was what you had to hit. I thought it was just hitting just the hooligans was fine at one point.
Okay. Another film was previously reported to be in the works about Snow White's sister, Rose Red. I did not even know about Rose Red.
Oh, gosh.
One of the Prince Charmings is going to get his own movie.
I think, as fun as this is, I'm getting a little bit tired. And also, I told my family I would do some Shadow of the Colossus today.
Dude, I didn't even realize it was 11:30 for me. I've
And
been
it's
talking about Disney too long.
And it's late for Whip as well.
Yeah, I should go.
So that was Sonic Mania Plus, everybody. We'll do a few more streams of this. Probably not like immediate. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do for next time. Might be this, might be something else. My opinion is constantly changing. I'm an indecisive little shit, as you might have been able to tell from this stream alone.
Hooray! Indecisiveness. Anything could happen. It's Barch's stream. It's wild as fuck. Aren't you excited for anything? Look, a sandwich. Where'd that come from? Nobody knows. What am I even talking about? What am I talking about?
Is Encore mode worth it? I think so. Just for the chance to play as Ray and Mighty. Ray is just fun as hell. Like, possibly my most favorite way to play Mania from this point forward. And Mania just becomes, like, just that much better of a fantastic game after the Encore DLC. When it was already a fantastic game that I loved to absolute bits.
Ray and Mighty in a jar is pretty great.
Sonic's like, no, you shall not quit. You don't tell me what to do, Sonic. I do what I want. Alright, everybody. Have a good day. Have a good night. And I'll see you later.
Bye, everyone.